I am Yuvas Verma. You are most welcome in my literature class of Career Power, in which I am going to teach you today about a poem, Road Not Taken, by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is one of the most eminent poets of America, and in the poem I would like to tell you that his life circle, his devoted things of the life has eminently influenced and greatly influenced itself. Actually, at first I would like to tell you about the poet and its own background, as well as the summary of the poem. Thereafter, I will tell you about the central idea. Every and each poem is influenced by the social background of the poet. That is really influenced by the living standard, the thinking, and the development of the thoughts of his own individual life. And about that, I would like to tell you those things, the social backgrounds, the living standard, and all those things really influence the poet to depict in his poem. This poem is not far from that. Whatever I have told you, just go a little while. Now, we are going to study the poem Road Not Taken. Whatever I will teach you, that will be displayed on your screen, and you can see that straightforwardly. Students, I am going to tell you about the poet, and whatever is going to be displayed on the screen, that is a little different from this. The poet Robert Frost was born in USA, San Francisco, in California. He spent his childhood there. After the death of his father in the year 1885, and he went to Massachusetts in England, where he got his graduation degree. And in 1895, he married with the Eleanor White. At first, I want to tell you, except for this one, that in San Francisco, in California, he spent his childhood, and after the death of his father, he went to Massachusetts, England, where he got his graduation degree in 1895. Thereafter, he attended Harvard as a professional, and there he married with Eleanor White. But he was not satisfied. Students, I want to clear it to you that he was not satisfied there, and we can say that the love of his country attracted him, and he returned to USA in the year 1915. After returning his country, there was a problem for him for the living. For that, he purchased a small farm for his income in San Francisco, California, and he began to live there. And there he started to compose the poetry. The name Robert Frost is one of the leading poets who really has given us many more things about this. I would like to quote one little thing, that he has composed one poetry more now about the context of this one, that stopping in a snowy evening by owls. Now, stopping in a snowy evening by owls. Now that is the last line of that poem. I want to quote you that woods are lovely, dark and deep. I have promises to keep, miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. This poem is actually based on his journey from California to England and England to California. Actually, this event influenced the life of the poet. After the introduction of the poet, I am going to give you the summary of the poem. The Road Not Taken is a lyric poem. Actually, the lyric poem represents you the feeling and emotions. It never presents the witty observation. So, the poet has used the language of this poem very lucid, very easy, and that can be understood by the students very easily, to anyone very easily. Now, this poem is laden with the meaning and symbolism. I have used the word laden. Laden means full of, packed with. That is laden there. Now, the background of the poem is basically taken place there in a forest. While walking one day, the poet reaches at a point that the road was fogged. The road was fogged. Now here I would like to tell you about fog. The word fog here means confusion, and actually this is the symbolic imagination, and that gives us that the poet was totally confused the which way he has to go or which way he has not to. Students, I want to acknowledge you that in the simple life there is a retake, either in drama or in stage performance or anywhere, or you can say in the films also there is retaking, but you should be aware of this fact that there is no retaking in the life. The poet was totally confused there whether he has to go on that place, that road or this road, because that I want to show you this one. The road was actually, one road was going there and the other was going there. Which road he has to take? He has to decide, and that is untrodden, untrampled, and a very small weeds, very small plants are grown up there on the road that was not trampled. Trampled, do you know? Trampled means unwalked. That was unwalked there. So I would like to tell you this is thing. Whatever I have told you just before a little while, that the poet was confused, totally confused there. And actually the poet, whenever he selects the first road, then he decides that after completing my destination on this road, I will come back one day and I will go on the other one. But just whatever I have told you, that life has no retaking, no compensation of this one. So that the poet's imagination that he will come back one day and he will go on the other road, that is only his imagination. As I have told you just before a little while, the poem is full of symbolic imagination, so that the poet also has imagined about that. But the symbolism always presents the selection between the free will. Students, just I have told you about the fog. Fog is actually the confusion of the human mind. Basically, this word the poet has used to show that the human beings always have the confusion in their mind that about the will, free will and the fate. Someone depends on fate and someone depends on free will. Actually, this distinction about which I am telling you that the human beings always need the alternation. The alternative thinks of everything. But I have told you a little before that there is no alternation in the life. Also, having decided on one hand, it is not possible to return and take the other route. We may choose the path for ourselves in the life that may take us to the destination, whatever we were wanted. Actually, there is a problem that we always think about the alternative. The alternative is not really conformed in the life. The life is free from those alternations, whatever about we think, the free will as well as the fate. We should depend on fate, but we should not really have the sole dependence of fate. But the free will, whatever we choose, that must play a dominant role in the life of a human being to select that path on which we will go and we will be destined and we will get our destination conformably. Lastly, I want to tell you that one of the biggest question is there in the mind of the human being, that whether that way on which we are going will be well beaten or not. And we think that if that will not be well beaten, then after the completing that path, we will come back to take the other path. But that is not possible. If we want to really get this one, so that the best choice always we should take to be getting our own chance. That actually I want to tell you about the sentence whatever I have told you just before a little while, that we should always confirm our place whether we are going to take or which place and which route that we are according. Now, this is the summary of the poem. If you have any problem, then go into the critical box and you get the whole summary of the poem. Now I am going to tell you the central idea of the poem. Students, just we have completed the summary of the poem. Now I am going to give you the central idea of the poem. As Robert Frost has given us, the poem is a complete metaphor of life. The woods represent basically a cluttered and confused. The crossroad usually occurs in the life of everyone. When we have to take a decision whether we have to choose this road are that rose, but we have to be very careful about choosing that. There is an alternative path also. It depends on us whether we should like to take the route which well beaten or to take a new, less traveled by route and become a non-conformist. In this way, the poet says that we should always be firmly determined to take any decision in the life, as it affects very well to us. So if anyone, he or she, fails to take the decision, then his life is totally failed and he is unsuccessful in his life. That's why the poet's suggestion is here that we should be firmly determined to take the decision in any way possible. So dear students, we have completed about the poet, summary of the poem, central idea of the poem. Students, हम एक चीज आपको बताना चाहेंगे कि मेरे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में ब्लॉग का लिंक है, लिंक में जाइए और सारी चीज़ें आपको मिल जाएंगी, यहाँ तक कि स्टैंजा वाइज एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द पोएम भी आपको वहाँ पर मिल जाएगा। थैंक यू।